What it do? What it motherfucking does, everybody? This your man's Rod the Don, baby.
Yes. It's your favorite nephew, Darius. It's your auntie's favorite nephews, and we got family with us.
This ain't family.
Long overdue.
We got my arch nemesis in this bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God.
We got Leslie. Hey, Leslie.
Hey, how you doing?
You know, go ahead and formally introduce yourself. You know what I'm saying?
My name is Leslie. I'm a medical student. I'm a first year.
Okay.
So that's my career, but I also sing and stuff like that.
Okay. Well, look, we normally like to start it off by saying how we know the person. And, we know you through the lovely, lovely Jackie.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Jackie, one of my favorite people.
Yes.
And this is such a contradiction. Because, but yeah, so, we know you through Jackie. We had the opportunity to meet you a few times. Me and Darius, we went to the Halloween party a couple of years ago.
I remember bits of that.
Yeah, so. You feel me? So I think that's when I first officially met you, but our Instagram DMs is just littered with like profanity and just hate, nigga, hate. So we had to get you on the show.
Yes, the hate runs deep. It's mutual.
It's beautiful. We're going to get into that a little bit later. But how was everybody's week thus far?
The week been straight, man. I've been at the crib painting. I'm covering paint now. I just was there before I came. The weather-wise, it's been a good week.
It's been a beautiful week weather-wise.
I thought it was cold yesterday, but yes. The weather is great today. The sun is out. You know
what I'm saying? As long as the snow melting, it's a good day. It's a good day. Well, how's your week been, Leslie?
Good.
You seem relatively busy most of the time.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm pretty busy. Just because school. I also have a son. My baby is 5. So
okay.
I'll run around. That's why I'm in Detroit a lot because I live in Lansing.
Okay.
Come back and forth. I try to do some artsy stuff. Try to do stuff for other people, and then
here.
Yeah,
right? You know what I'm saying? We had to RSVP you like a month in advance. You feel me? So canceled a couple times, but we made it do what it do. You made it do what it do.
Y'all.
You already know.
We gotta be flexible though.
Try to be. Speaking of flexibility, you're down with the yoga.
Yes. So I did my yoga teacher training. It's been 2 years now. So.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't teach. I did it kind of for myself, but I could teach.
Okay. So you could, I think, can't you put yourself like in a full pretzel and all that?
What is that? What pose might be full pretzel?
I mean, something like that. Like whatever a pretzel look like, kick your leg behind your head,
I'm a little acrobatic. I can do a little something.
So how come you haven't applied to be in a circus?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I'm talking smack. But no, that's what's up. That's what's up, though.
Thank you.
All right,
yoga is lit. It's good for your mind, your body, spirit. You should consider it.
Spirit wise,
yeah, of course.
Little demon.
Gonna work. So you're also vegan. Like my co-host right here, you know what I'm saying? He cheats often, as you can see.
Look,
that
ain't some stuff to play about. We don't play about that.
Yeah.
It's a lifestyle.
You feel me? It's a lifestyle. Dude.
Yeah, it's just food. I ain't that crazy about it. I got a leather steering wheel.
So do you don't rock with nothing leather, nothing, anything animal?
No, and I do my best. So there are some vegans who think that not wearing leather produces more harm if the leather was already made. So like imagine like recycling things or doing like Goodwill or stuff like that. They think that you should recycle it. If I have anything that's super old, I think that could exist in my things, but I will not actively go and buy leather. And I've been vegan for 11 years.
Okay, so you've been vegan before it was even cool. Before most people even knew what the fuck being a vegan was. This is a fucking
fact, yes.
So how did that change happen?
So the way that you experienced me in the DMs, like all that feisty energy, I was like that when I was little.
Oh, Lord.
So
you got into a lot of fights.
Listen, you should meet Levi. It's crazy. That little boy is just like me. He's got a smart mouth. He's sarcastic. He's brilliant. I love him. Anyway.
Gotta love him.
When I was 7, I had an older cousin, and she was like, you know, she was at U of M at the time where I ended up going, and she was like, we should not eat red meat. This is horrible for your body. And I was like, excuse me, is this horrible? You know, and I was listening to her. I'm like, you know what? I never really fucked with this. Because, like, when you're little and you find out that,
you ain't
like,
fuck with chicken nuggets and shit?
Listen, when you're little and you're like, oh, McDonald had a farm, and it's like, that's the same chicken that I'm eating. Like, when you're 3 and you find that out, something in your mind clicks and you're like, this isn't right. You know, and you kind of fight it and people laugh at you and they're like, it's okay. Oh, eat it anyway. I was like, y'all are sick. So then here we are. I'm 7, and I hear someone else actually say, yeah, that's sick. And I was like,
another 7-year-old said they don't.
She was my older cousin. She was
okay. I'm about to say, now wait a fucking minute.
Fucking Rugrats meeting in this.
Rugrats, listen, it was legit. I was like, y'all got me, because thinking about it, 7 is pretty young, because Levi's 5. So I'm thinking, like, that's, anyway, I was 7. I was like, no. So I stopped eating red meat. And then at
the age of 7.
At 7.
And you had that much control in your household to say,
I
you know
had that
what?
much control over my body.
Okay.
And my everybody in my family thought that I was gonna stop this, right? They were like, "Oh my God,
she capped."
And then my friends called me, my cousins called me Jasmine. They're like, "Jasmine is doing this thing." I was mind you, I had so much attitude. You couldn't tell me nothing. I knew everything, and I was like, "I'm not eating it." You know, and they was just like, okay, she gonna starve, she gonna do whatever. At that point, I literally was just doing it for myself, and so my parents were kind of irritated. Then it progressed. So when I was 9, I was like, I'm a vegetarian. I'm just not get it all away from me.
How did you even know what the fuck a vegetarian was when you was 9?
The internet. I was Google. I could tell you that I was a lacto-ovo vegetarian. I could tell you what it meant. I could tell you what I ate and all the different types of vegetarians and vegans, right? Mm-hmm. So I could list all of those things. And then it wasn't until high school, so I was like 16. I'm 26 now. Mm-hmm. So 15 or 16. Anyway. In high school, that's when I became a vegan. So the older I got, the more informed I got. It started off with like moral reasons. I just didn't fuck with it. But then you start learning about the environment. And it's like, then you're like, oh, so the world, we're destroying the planet. Now I'm at U of M, and I have an ecology professor telling me, like, we know this isn't sustainable. We know that we're all gonna, like, eventually we're not gonna be able to keep this up. That's why Bill Gates and all these people are investing in fake meat. But we still eat McDonald's, though. I could have beat her ass. You have this platform in front of all of these U of M students who are learning about the environment, who are going to be biologists, doctors, and you're telling them it's okay. We're literally destroying the planet. But, you know, ha-ha, McDonald's. Ha-ha.
It ain't nothing funny about that.
McDonald's just invested in, what's that one shit? Beyond Burger.
Listen,
Beyond
it is not.
Beyond
where
meat.
y'all think all the fucking chickens are? Tell me where the chickens are. Tell me where the cows are. It's not sustainable. People eat this stuff multiple times a day.
E-I-E-I-O.
6 billion.
Is your son a vegan?
Yes, he's been vegan for 5 years.
He didn't have a choice.
Ha-ha.
He didn't have a choice. He probably seen little kids fuck up some nuggets and honey
now
mustard.
Here's my question. Y'all think that kids have a choice when their parents are feeding them chicken and they don't know what the fuck it is? Like, where's the comparison here? Levi knows what chicken is, and he has a choice if he wants to eat it. If you ask him, he'll say no. He's my son. Y'all think I'm bad. Levi is a vegan elitist. He is horrible.
What does elitist mean?
There was moments where he would be like, you know, he thought he was so fly. He'd be like, I can climb trees. Only vegans can climb trees.
Oh shit!
It would be. I'm like, I love you, great energy, but no. I be trying to reel it back for him. Like, wait a second.
See.
Mommy didn't say all of that. He be taking it levels.
And it begins.
and
it begins.
He gonna be a monster.
You know what I'm saying?
He gonna be.
That's why
spitting
it's
on
my
niggas.
duty.
Is that carton milk?
Right. He gonna be spitting on niggas' leather shoes and shit.
There was literally a kid in class. They're like, but Levi milk is healthy. And he was like, no, it's not.
Oh,
he was about to kill her. Like,
Oh
Levi.
shit!
Right. I'm catching the goosebumps. Like, son, start doing push-ups. There's a man out here by the name of Levi.
But outside of that, he's very loving and sweet, and he cares about animals, and he's considerate.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, that's what's up.
That's beautiful.
Smart boy.
So let me ask you a question, right? Well, this for both of y'all. If you were president of the United States and you had right, look, this,
Like, where are
I
we
wouldn't
going
vote.
with this?
I wouldn't even vote if you was a
You wouldn't have a vote.
Perfect. I don't even want the option, nigga. All right. So if either one of y'all was president of the United States, who would you banish?
Would I banish?
Mm-hmm. Like, what kinds of people would you say?
What kind? No, it's not just one person. It's like a group.
Yeah, group of people. What kind of people would you say, you know what, y'all niggas gotta go? We starting anew in this bitch.
Pedophiles.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
Off with them motherfuckers.
Okay, pedophiles. All right. It's your turn, Leslie.
I'm sorry, that shit was so heavy. I had to take a second because that's so true.
I forgot you love any and everything, right?
Children, yes, I love children.
Well, we're not pedophiles. Like, no. You were nuts. We all love the kids. We all love the kids. Okay, so pedophiles. That was really mine.
Get the thinking part.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Okay. If somebody had to go, habitual liars.
Oh.
What, like little white lies or?
I mean, like if you just lying just to lie. Hey, what you do today? I went to work. Bro, you couldn't say
a job, Tommy.
Right, you know what I'm saying?
I don't, it's a hard question. The pedophiles really got me because yes, that's dark. We don't need that.
They gotta go.
So yes to that. If I had to add somebody else, it's really hard. It would have to just be.
Like, who is bad in our society that you feel like should leave?
Ooh.
And you can chime in too, Jay. It's a little.
She over there cracking up.
I would have to say,
women that lie on niggas that raped them. Them type of women got to go.
Yeah, them hoes gotta go.
They got to go. Niggas ain't.
Yeah. Was that lying? We got lying.
Yeah. Okay.
Liars suck.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think that like the people like empower the people who are manipulative, the people who subsidize animal products and make broccoli and stuff cost more. I think those people can go. Like billionaires. I think the billionaires can for sure go, and we can.
The billionaires can go.
The billionaires have to go. Beyonce can stay. But
can Jay-Z stay too?
I mean, yeah, by association. So I feel.
Damn.
Well, let's get this started then. Right. So you just want to kick it off. Would you consider yourself a feminist?
Yes, I will say feminism, I think, can be associated with a few different things, but overall, by definition, equality for women, yes.
Okay. And everything else that also inhibits being a feminist as well. You know what I'm saying? It's not like partial. So I take it as a yes. So as a feminist, what more do you want?
What more do I want? Mm-hmm. So let's start with getting the equality. Like, I think that if we were paid equally, if we had the same opportunities, if we weren't discriminated against the way that we are in lots of situations, power means a lot of things. Like, power is your voice, the ability that you have to go up. Yeah, if we had that, I'd be straight. Then it wouldn't be a fair match, but I'd be straight.
So even with equality, it still wouldn't be a fair match.
I'm saying it wouldn't be fair for y'all, because here we are. We've done so much because we've been working so hard. It's almost the same shit with like black people. We've had to overcome so much. It's made us stronger. If we get reparations tomorrow,
which is not gonna happen.
But if we did, that's why they won't do it, because it would be bad. It would be bad.
I feel it. So you got something you wanna? Oh, okay.
Go ahead.
All right.
I agree with what she said.
One thing that I hate is a black feminist.
Okay.
I absolutely hate black feminists. I would literally kick dirt on you. And I'll tell you why. I feel like a black feminist is fighting the wrong battle.
And so what do you think about black misogynists? Where are we going with this?
Well, we can get there in a second. Let's dictate. Let's focus on this black feminist. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like as a black woman, you got more problems to face outside of being equal.
Like?
like your race. Like as a black man and just being just a black race, we are below the spectrum. So I feel like, and I mentioned this on a podcast before, I understand a white feminist, because a white feminist is trying to be equal to their white counterpart, which is a white man. Mm-hmm. As a black feminist, you're not trying to be equal to your black counterparts. You're trying to be equal to the white man.
Okay.
And considering that the black man is not equal to the white man, it's like you're stepping above. You stepping on a few people to try to make a point that's not even really, I can't say even benefits you.
Did somebody what black woman shitted on you to get higher up?
Don't nobody shit on me.
Cause why you would think that then? Cause you fight, you pick at this so much that somebody had to step on you.
This your chance, Doug. This your chance, Doug. All right, continue.
Cause that just don't even make sense.
How it don't make sense?
It don't make sense because you make it seem like you fight this too much, bro. Like if some woman shitted on you or something to get higher up, what person
hurt you?
Nobody has hurt me. I am an intact man.
So trying to clean up what he said.
Please.
I think,
thank you, my publicist.
You guys agreed on the whole Black Lives Matter when people started saying Black Trans Lives Matter.
Right.
That it's too divided.
Right.
So I think what he's trying to say is that let's try to fight this fight as being black first.
Mm-hmm.
And then we can branch off to essentially say that okay, our women need to be equal too. Is that essentially what you're trying to say?
That's essentially what I'm saying.
Okay,
it's too broad. United we stand, divided we fall.
You're saying that we all need to be up black, but black women and black men don't have the same shit going on, right? Like the hierarchy still exists within that. So it's why?
Exactly. Why would you fight to be equal to the white man when you ain't even equal to the black man, and the black man is not even equal to the white man?
I would say that wouldn't the goal be to destroy the hierarchy in general? Like the white man being at the top and us all climbing and fighting each other and deciding.
But it's reality though.
Why wouldn't every person who are you to tell me I shouldn't strive to be at the level of power as the white man? Why wouldn't you just want the same for yourself? You do that shit.
Because that's two different battles within the same battle. If I'm fighting to be equal to my white counterpart, you're fighting to be equal to.
Then guess what? We are fighting.
Hold on. No, we're not.
How?
Because you're not fighting for us. The higher a man go, the higher the woman go.
Ooh, that is
lie. Tell me it's a lie.
That is just a misogynist thing to say.
Is it a lie or is it factual?
Oh my God! In this patriarchal society,
what other society doesn't function like this?
I'm saying it doesn't have to be this. I'm saying burn the shit down. The hierarchy need not exist. It is a lie. It's what they do to control us, to keep us against each other.
No, no.
I don't agree with. I push back to that. I don't think it's wrong with having structure. Like what's wrong?
Tell me what
It's a cold day in hell. Darius semi. Okay, continue, my brother.
Like a patriarchal structure. That's just is husband and wife, right? Mm-hmm. Man and wife, man, woman, child.
This is the thing. You're saying man, wife, family.
Mm-hmm.
That's very different than patriarchy, which says man at the top, then woman, then children. These are all hierarchies to me. Matriarchy says woman, then man, then children, right? I'm saying that need not exist. If we are equals, we should be equals. And if we're fighting against oppression and against the white man, we can do that standing beside each other. I don't need to be behind you. And y'all it's like fighting feminism is like saying, you want me to wait behind you. Because you gotta lead the way. It's like, why can't we do this together?
Because you're not a leader.
I said, why can't we do this together?
Because you're not a leader.
There's no equality, which is why you're against feminism.
There's a team, but there's also a team captain.
And the team captain is always
but they're
a
on
man.
the same team though.
Yeah.
I'm asking.
Yeah.
It depends on what's happening at play. Everything is situational, so it could be a male lead, but if the woman has to clean something up, it's a different thing to do. You send a woman to that task. If it's something for the man, you send him to do that task.
Let's do a little switch up. What's the worst type of niggas to you? Because I have a list of the women that ain't. I have an ain't shit women list. What is an ain't shit nigga list for you?
Oh my God.
Or I could go first. I could go first to give you an idea. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Okay.
Go ahead.
My list of women that ain't shit. 1, bitches that rely on horoscopes and still pick the wrong nigga. Consistently. Number 2 on this list is bitches that wear bonnets out the house.
Okay. Interesting.
Deep, right?
Why does that bother you? I just don't understand.
I mean, it's called class.
It's
you know
none
what I'm
of your
saying?
business.
I mean, that's pajama wear. And if you outside in the real world out here in pajama wear, it's just like, same with dudes with do-rags. You know what I'm saying? You know, so that's equal.
Oh,
Hey, hey, you know, I hate niggas too. Not just bitches. Bitches who run around that says niggas that ain't shit, that's over 25, you fall in that category.
I'm sorry, didn't you list this list of all the bitches you can't stand? I don't really understand.
Yeah. This is my
That
list.
sound like you.
So you in that?
First off, have I worn a do-rag in this bitch?
No, not the do-rag thing, but your list.
Yeah, you're.
Has he?
Anyway, I got 2 more. Bitches who still buy fragrances from Victoria's Secret.
You don't like the way they smell?
Hell no. I like, what you fucking a sophomore in high school?
So you know all the smells, you can recognize them. So
Yeah,
you have it on,
it's like
nah.
a cheap undertone smell. It's just like, you paid $13 for this, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Bitches who coochies look like a Amazon canopy in the summertime. Lastly, bitches that breathe. Which is all you motherfuckers, except Jackie.
Wow, it is so funny. I'll accept it because I feel like it's yin and yang. It's yin and yang. It has to be yin and yang.
All right, so yeah, that's my list. Well, what are telltale signs of ain't shit ass niggas? Because I know you have a list.
It's like, it's kind of funny because it's like I feel like you embody so much of it. It's like, tell me more about yourself.
Give it to me, baby.
Tell me about
Give it to me.
That's my list. Just wait. Like, what?
I'm a hardworking man in society. Ain't shit, nigga. I'm talking
Yeah, no, I mean, we were talking about liars. Me and Jackie were talking about liars this morning.
Okay.
Okay? So, niggas who don't follow through. Like, I mean, just talking out their ass.
Give me an example. Oh, baby, let's go out. We're going to go out today and just don't.
Yeah, which is honestly kind of weird. Me and Jackie were talking, like, I don't, by the grace of God, I haven't really had to deal. I don't have a lot of people in my life who tell me things that aren't true. Like,
you want something else?
yes, please.
Right.
So yeah.
You say you don't like people that tell you shit that ain't true?
Well, or that they're not gonna follow through with. If I give you my word, that's my word. I'm never gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna do this for you and not do it. Or if you ask me to do something, I got you. Like I think like you should have some sort of just.
When the last time a nigga failed you?
Oh my fucking God. This morning, yesterday.
Where did all this misandry come from? Misandrous lifestyle come from?
See, this is the thing.
Where's the root?
Where is the root?
Where's the root?
First of all, I don't subscribe to that.
Okay.
So I don't necessarily think that that's who I am. I think I love men. I have a lot of respect. It's for black men, for all that,
Oh,
black
so
men.
it's just me that you just hit me with all your
It's
negative.
for sure you.
Oh, okay,
It's
okay.
for sure you. When I say it, like, tell me about yourself, it's the way that you talk about women. If you didn't open your mouth to say so much stuff about women,
I have the right to open my
You do.
mouth.
You have the right, and I have the right to say you ain't shit. So here we are.
Okay.
That's where it is.
That's
where
why
it is.
That is why.
Like if you know what I would respect, like if you were a man who could give constructive criticism and still like express love, I don't think it's just like you just be talking out the side of your face. Like it's just like anything.
I mean,
anything.
Let me ask you a question. So you like in pre-med? Are you med school? I don't want to It's too
late. You already disrespect.
I don't know the difference. You work at a hospital. You're a nurse.
Okay.
Anyway,
I'm a nurse.
You're a nurse. Anyway, so let me ask you a question. What medicine tastes good other than Pepto-Bismol?
What kind of question?
Exactly. I'm giving bitches a raw dosage. You know what I'm saying? COVID serum. Bitch. You feel me? Yeah, it's gonna hurt. And didn't your arm hurt the next day after you got the COVID shot?
I got my second shot this week.
Did your arm hurt?
I'm fully immune.
It wasn't pleasant, was it? I know it wasn't.
You should have had me do it. I'm pretty good. For real.
I'll talk this back. I'll talk this
Giving her
back.
lots of vaccines.
No, I see you on the gram going crazy. You feel me?
I appreciate you.
I give you credit where it's due. So, all right, let's bring it back to the wage gap. So, do you feel that there's a wage gap between men and women?
Do I feel, or is it? It's a fact.
Have you experienced it?
No, I cannot say that I personally experienced it. I'm still, unfortunately, not at the point where I'm making money. I'm still learning.
So how can you feel so strongly about something that you personally never experienced?
See, that question is silly. I mean, there's a lot of things that I can feel strongly for, things that go on in other countries, things that are happening here that I just haven't experienced. The wage gap ultimately will affect me, right? When I become a physician, there are all sorts of, articles, facts that show that I'm likely to make significantly less than especially a white man, but even a black man.
So I done my research this week.
Okay.
In preparation of you coming on the show because I've been dying to have you on the show. And a lot of that 77% that women get paid compared to the man dollar, a lot of that has been debunked. Now, I'm not saying that there isn't a wage gap, but that 77% is off because the 77% doesn't take into consideration the work experience, the education, the hours that's worked. You know what I'm saying? In the national, it's some federal bureau, the average woman works 7.8 hours out the day. The average man works 8.4 hours out the day. You know what I'm saying? So naturally, just throughout weeks and years, there's going to be a pay difference.
If we're talking about salary, there shouldn't be a difference, right? So if we're talking about hourly pay, then that makes sense. And I don't think that that's related to an age gap. But if we're talking about
what I'm saying is that is also, that's not factored in. You know what I'm saying? There's certain things that's not factored in. A receptionist at a Fortune 500 company is not going to make the same as the lead coordinator that also works at the same brick and mortar. You know what I'm saying? Okay. And there's a lot of inconsistencies with that. Okay. Same with the top 5 paying college diploma. Hold on, what I'm trying to say. The top 5 paying jobs, and the top 5 worst paying jobs. Women tend to pick. It's factual. It's factual. Women tend to pick the jobs that don't really pay that much. Psychology, social work, education.
This is interesting. I think that a lot of that has to do with the system and oppression. It's kind of interesting. If you think about a lot of education was made for men. Women weren't always allowed to be there, right? So we had to work our way in. We had to make ourselves known, and those gaps still exist really heavily in STEM, in the STEM field, in certain fields.
That's your field, the STEM field? Okay.
Science, technology, engineering, and mathematics.
Okay.
And so when I was in undergrad at U of M, I was in a program called WISE, Women in Science and Engineering, and it was specifically geared towards women because women don't stay in STEM. And we don't stay in STEM for lots of reasons. We're bullied out of STEM. We're not respected. We could be sitting at a table and answer a question and nobody listens to us. People think that we're stupid, especially in these fields that are white dominated. Then you throw in being a black woman, throw in being a single mom from Detroit. Think about how those identities impact
how it stack against you. You still ain't shit. I just wanted to hit you with a little bit of my Detroit knowledge, Ms. U of M learner. Yeah.
Alumna.
Scholar. Yeah, there we go. Appreciate you. You got something you want to add?
The wage thing, I just think to even try to argue against that is just kind of dumb. Just because the way I see, bro, you like women, right? You got a girl.
Bro, what is you talking about?
You would want your girl,
questions
your mom,
that need answers.
It's teeter-tottering still. We don't really know the answer to that. But no, I mean, it's just, I feel I don't know how you said the receptionist wouldn't make as much.
What is your point, Darius?
Of course, the receptionist wouldn't make as much, man or woman. It's a fucking receptionist.
That's what I'm saying.
So
Yeah.
why would you compare a reception salary
No,
to the nigga that work at the top?
That's all within that 77% statistic.
Listen,
This is something I can't answer. You can Google it yourself, or you can find out yourself.
all I'm saying is to even argue against that is just stupid because the women in your life should make however much. I don't give a fuck what position it is. If it's a nigga doing it,
how am I arguing against that, Darius?
you brought up them dumbass numbers like that shit means something. It shouldn't be.
This is the numbers that she was just referring to.
What I understand, and I'll even say, I'll give you this. Rodney is just judging the credibility. He's saying that all these studies, all the research that has been done to prove the wage gap, he's saying it's inaccurate. There are confounding variables. We're missing things. People didn't look into all that they went into.
I'm saying
data.
the 77% is.
I don't know that
shorter.
I don't know that I believe you. I don't know that I believe that all of these studies are flawed. Like that it sounds like bullshit, but I would have to go back and look it up, do my research.
Please do your research.
You did your research. I don't know. So I don't know if you was on Wikipedia. I don't know where you were.
No.
I got
Jeeves.
I have access to the scholarly articles, so I can pull them up and I can check it up. You know, I can see the data. I can see how they collected it and what conclusions they went to. But yeah, I feel you.
But
you
surface
can make
level,
your argument.
For surface level, it just sounds like bullshit. But I do want you to check it out.
Cool.
Okay, so while I was in line at Starbucks this morning, right? I was thinking about little shit that I done went through in life, you know, with women and just the constant things, you know. One reason why I dislike bitches. I love the hoes, but I dislike the bitches. You feel me?
Crazy.
I dislike bitches because they are naturally manipulative.
Interesting.
Yeah, you know, I pulled up on my man's this past Wednesday, right? He was like, right, you know, pull up on me. I'm at this spot, la 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 la. I'm like, all right, so I pulled up on him. It was about like 8:00. Bro hopped out. You know, he came out the building. I'm not going to we going to say his name is Corey. But the building that Corey came out of, it was just like, you're not the type of nigga that'd be at a lounge like this. This is like a poetry spot. La la la. He like a bar nigga. He trying to, you know, bop around. So he came outside with a little drink in his hand and shit. And he was like, man, Rod. I said, nigga, what is you even doing out here in, was it like Hamtramck or some shit? It was just some real weird spot. He was like, man, bro, you know I'm out here always on some bullshit. There's one chick, she came back into town today. She was like, I want to see you or whatever. And she was like, let's pull up at this spot. So I was like, okay. And you know, by me knowing my nigga, I already know what the fuck he on. So I was like, all right, what y'all doing in here? Is it like poetry night? Is it some shit? He was like, yeah, no. He was like, bro, this bitch is in here playing chess.
Wow.
That's
lit. What?
the fuck is not?
It is.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
She's in there playing.
She's in there playing chess,
He's just
Man.
watching.
bro. So when he came outside, I'm like, you in there watching this bitch play chess?
He might learn something.
No.
He might as well take some fucking lessons.
I say 85% of niggas know how to play chess. My man's, he one of them niggas that know how to play chess.
Okay.
And I busted out laughing because I knew his mission. I'm like, bro, you just here trying to get some Doonies, some fresh off the plane Doonies, and this bitch is raping you.
Please let me know. Let me know. What
So,
you mean.
all right. So, what a woman? Let me tell you a man's pussy equivalent. Okay. You know how you value your pussy, you know, or your woman box. I don't know what you want me to call it, you know, whatever. Okay. Your woman box. A man values his time just as much as you value your box. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I'm laughing hysterically at this man because I'm like, bro, you're getting raped right now. I'm like, bro,
raped for his time.
He's getting raped for his time.
I'm glad
and
that
she
you
knows,
broke it down for me.
She knows what my man's want. And she knows that this nigga just over here with a hand in cranberries just like, all right, bitch, la la la. So I'm talking shit to him. I said, bro, if you wasn't on a date, you know, well, I'd smoke some shit with you, whatever the hell. He was like, Rob, please roll up because I can't go back in there and watch this
shit.
He and this bitch going crazy.
So let's keep your.
Hold on. 30 more seconds. About 10 minutes later, she called him, hey, where you at? He was like, look, I'm outside. I'm kicking it with my man's Blase Split. So when she got in the car, he was like, yeah, so did you win?
Did she win?
You know.
She won.
She lost, nigga. She lost.
It was money on the table?
No, it wasn't no money on the table. No, it wasn't no money on the table. My man's, he's just out here getting raped for no fucking reason. You feel me? And that is manipulative.
Is it?
Yeah. And I broke it down to 2 categories. Check it. Y'all want my philosophy? So, there's the power of pussy. And then there's pussy power. So women got a way, I'm about to break it down. Women got a way of stringing a nigga along based off the power of pussy, based off the imaginary, what this pussy could be. And nigga jumping through hoops, aka going out on dates, making sure you feel good, tapping, hey, just seeing how you doing today. The real mushy shit
Which
that
one
you.
is this? The
This is the power of pussy.
Okay.
This
power
nigga
of pussy.
This nigga hasn't caught a whiff of this shit, but this nigga is going bananas, flying the bitch out.
As
This
he
that.
should.
No.
Continue.
And that's the power of pussy. You know what I'm saying? Now, pussy power is a whole different game. Now, pussy power, that's typically coming from a bitch she'll let you get the pussy couple times. You know what I'm saying? Then she'll hold that shit over your head. And bitches that play pussy power games typically know that they working with some shit. Once they lay it on a nigga, now the nigga sprung cuckoo for fucking Cocoa Puffs. Okay. And now she threatening the nigga. Well, you should do this or, you're not gonna fuck me no more. Or even worse, they threaten to give the pussy away. Yeah.
Is that a threat or?
It's a threat. It's a manipulative threat. Whether you gonna do it or not, that shit'll fuck with an ego. And there's boom. You feel me? What has been destroyed.
It's nothing like how men feel.
Yeah.
When you fuck somebody else.
You and fuck you. That's how I'm right. I know exactly what he's talking about.
Man,
I know.
Y'all lose your shit. Y'all
cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Yeah.
Ugly.
The Roman Empire failed because the power of pussy. No, because of pussy power. You know what I'm saying?
Real.
Caesar and Brutus went neck to neck. Whole kingdom collapsed. You know what I'm saying? Eve came. Eat this apple or you probably ain't gonna get no more pussy. Bitch, we was running the animal kingdom. You feel me? But the power of pussy came and just wiped all that away.
Pussy power, which one?
Pussy power.
Right.
Thank you. Yeah, because
Keep
you trifling motherfucker. So this is why. This is where the hatred of women.
It comes from hatred of pussy?
No.
Where are we going?
No, it's the
Where are we going?
It's the manipulative factor, motherfucker. It's the manipulative factor, and that's why I hate you because y'all naturally manipulative. You feel me?
And what do you think you all are? I'm just like, you do so much thinking and you have so many theories. Like,
all the theories.
All wrong, but so many theories.
You have yet to prove me wrong, Miss U of M.
Okay, the idea about power and pussy power, I guess I don't have any argument against the fact that vaginas have power. Like that, I think that's the real thing. Now, whether or not that is inherently bad or manipulative, I disagree.
That's manipulative as fuck.
Have power itself is manipulative?
The power of yes,
No.
yes. The power of pussy is manipulative.
I think that power can be abused.
Of course.
And power can be used appropriately.
There's no appropriate way.
There's no
for
appropriate
you
way
to
to
use
have
pussy power.
Get the fuck
other than in a manipulative way.
That's like, it's so funny because you talk about like, the feminism.
You not making sense, Doug? Okay.
Feminism is
This
about
is why
equality.
this is why men love hoes because it keep that under bay.
Oh,
they can't like go too crazy with that. Like,
hoes is a pure transaction.
Yeah.
It is a pure
make the world
transaction.
go
Look,
round.
bitch, I'm trying to get my dick sucked. You want your nails done? Beautiful. equally yoked. You know what I'm saying? It's an equal transaction.
So, Rod, here's the funny thing. You had this whole story about the dude and the pussy and the girl and the chest, right? Mm-hmm. And you were saying he was being manipulated. He was being raped for his time.
Fuck yeah.
What makes you think that pussy is free? If we're talking about a transaction,
you was born with it.
Wait, let's talk about the transaction. Time for the pussy.
Yeah.
He was going to. That's not a rape. That's a transaction.
That's not no transaction.
You just said you want your nails done like my dick.
Yeah.
Sit at this chess game if you want to fuck. Like,
but there's no guarantee to that.
That's true.
There's no guarantee to that.
That's true.
That's
not a guarantee.
You know what game I hated? I hated
Tell me.
growing up. Monopoly.
Okay.
Because that was the longest fucking game in the motherfucking world. Huh?
It's long as hell.
It's a long fucking game.
Yeah.
You will pass this motherfucking the free zone 11 times. It's just like, all right, what's the point of playing this fucking game?
The game of life. That's the question. What's the point?
That's a long
Bitches
game
are
too.
Monopoly.
Okay.
Simple as that.
What's the problem?
What's the point?
Huh?
What's the point?
What's the point of what?
You said bitches are Monopoly.
Bitches are a game of Monopoly.
Okay. So you don't want to play because it's long, because it's confusing, because you don't know what you're doing.
The only way to win the game is to not play.
No, he said it's to cheat.
Hey, that too, my brother. You know what I'm saying? But the only way to play the game, the only way to win the game is to not fucking play.
Technically, you don't win the game.
We're not playing no game. So ultimately, I win because I didn't take an L.
Okay, so what are you saying? Like, what's the conclusion here? Not to deal with women because they have power that they may abuse. Like, where are we going? Like, all women have it, right? Every woman has who has a vagina. Like,
yeah,
y'all
have the ability to manipulate. You know what I'm saying?
And do you think that men don't have an ability to manipulate?
I say, bro, because
men can have the power to manipulate, but that's something they have to learn throughout the course of life. No nigga pops out and be like, yeah, I know how to manipulate bitches. You know what I'm saying?
Interesting. I might beg to differ.
Look, I have yet to see a nigga that know how to manipulate a bitch that has never been manipulated. You know what I'm saying?
So you're saying you all learn from us.
We learn.
Okay.
I think
life experiences
for a dude to manipulate, it's more than just dick though. It's accessories. So it's like you don't want to lose out on
it's different
what
shit.
he come with. Like a woman, she literally could just have pussy, and that's where.
And you don't think it works the same for men?
I'm saying it could work for men, but he would have to have more than just dick. He has to have assets.
Okay.
And then he can control shit like that. But
I don't know. If the dick is significant enough,
yeah.
I think that
Yeah,
it can have power as well. But that's neither here nor there.
Yeah, to a certain degree. I mean, like that plays a role, but based off what he was saying, it got to be more than just dick. You know what I'm saying? It got to be dick and. You said what are men accessories?
What else comes with it? What do you guys mean? I just want an example.
Go ahead, shoot the accessories.
I mean, I'm just saying money, providing for this person. If a nigga is providing for everything you got, you better keep that pussy to him and him only, because see your ass to the street.
Okay.
You relying.
That's a very
she don't like
specific instance, but I don't have nothing to say. I've never, by the grace of God, I've never been in that situation, never will be, but I can imagine there are certain rules, right, to the game of life, game of Monopoly, whatever. If you're a woman in that scenario, or you just gotta be really good about your shit. I don't know.
Have you ever purposely manipulated somebody?
I would be lying to say no. I think that we've all been. I think that you guys are talking about men learning manipulation. We learn manipulation as children. I can show you all Levi manipulating at 2 or 3. Like, that's just what we do. It's human nature to try to get what you want. That's just a normal thing. It doesn't have to be inherently evil or bad or whatever. You can, and then you learn the morality after. You learn, oh no, that wasn't right. I shouldn't have lied to mommy. You got chocolate on your face. You ate a cookie. You eat the cookie? Nah. You know what I mean? Like, that's something that you do naturally, and you learn after. Like, okay, let me check in. Let me not do this to other people. I think I was a lot more manipulative In the past. I'm growing out of it a little bit. Doing my best. It's a process.
On the behalf of the men that you manipulated, fuck you.
You know what I'm saying? Man, I've heard it. It's okay. It is okay.
So do you date or?
Do I date?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I date.
What kind of nigga is meant for you?
Ooh. So now this is really fun because if hypothetically like my soulmate, my dream man would be someone who is ambitious. I think that is very important to me that my partner is just as ambitious as I am, is working towards whatever it is. I don't care what it is, but you want it, you're working hard for it, because I'm not about to sit next to you while you sit on your ass. That's not a thing for me. I also want you to be loving and affectionate. So touch is one of my love languages. I want you to touch. I like quality time. But I also want you to be hustling. And best case scenario, we can do that together. Like if we're in the gym, I want us to be like seeing who can do more push-ups. Like I want us to be competing, but pushing each other to go further. So I want you to be telling me, okay, yeah, you're gonna be a doctor, but what else? What else you about to do? Where are you going after that? Like, and I want to be able to like, okay, you had your little shit. That was lit. Okay, what else? What's next? So that's how. I know it's cliche to talk about the Jay-Z's and Beyonce's, but the idea of that, to have two people who actually benefit each other. Because what you were talking about is the girl and she lived with the nigga and he pay all the bill. Like, what does she really do for him? Like, how far? I don't want somebody who is just doing, like, I don't need somebody paying the rent. I can pay my own rent. What else you got? Like, where else can we go? I want you to make me better. That's what I think relationships should be, mutually beneficial. I don't want something that's just cohesive, like we're okay, but we on the same level. It's like, nah. Ideal. I just haven't found that.
Could I ask you a question?
Yes.
So what are some indisputable differences between men and women, in your opinion?
That's a really good question. I can't think of anything off the top of my head. Indisputable differences. I really think it's that so many things are variable. We make a lot of generalizations at this table, like we've done, but it's like, I don't know. Give me an idea. Give me an example. What you think?
I'm just asking. As it relates to nature and nurture. So I'll give you an example. You have a son, Levi, right?
Yes.
So at some point, did he go to daycare?
Yes.
Okay. So you pull up to a daycare place. Who would you rather have there, as a young kid, taking care of your kid? Me or Jackie? Like as an infant. Like if you had an infant that you were getting ready to drop off, and No. Just like a man versus a woman. You show up to drop your kid off, and I come to the door.
Yo, what's up? It's your man's Doug and his bitch. Turn the trap music down, Pablo.
You go to drop your kid off, and one of us show up to the door, hey, just leave him here, as opposed to.
You can't say. I would say to clarify your question. Don't say one of us. Just say a man or woman.
Okay, yeah.
Because y'all are crazy, but other men aren't. So the question is a man or woman.
Hold on, what that say? Why you
so terrible.
Nigga, I can't read it.
She said she got a beer in her hand.
He spelled bear.
But yeah,
You spelled bear instead of beer. Yeah, idiot.
A man or a woman at a daycare.
Yes, it has to be man or woman. You can't say one of us because one of us is.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, people are people. It's like we can make all these assumptions about men and women, but if a man is more qualified, is a better caregiver than a woman, I mean, it is what it is. Being a woman, I don't think makes you naturally a caregiver or a superb mother. I think that you are who you are. Having a baby don't make you somebody else. So that's what it is.
I feel like being emotional in the early parts of a child's life is beneficial, as opposed to a more rugged type of guy.
That's to assume that a woman would be emotional, but all women aren't.
A
woman could be rugged. So it really just depends.
And a man can be emotional.
And a man can be emotional. So it really just depends.
I mean, I understand that, but most men aren't. Most men aren't emotional.
Yeah.
They're and then there's men need to open up. If men was emotional, that phrase men need to open up, men need to be able to talk and communicate. That wouldn't
I'm
be.
not gonna assume that the man is inherently bad or good just because he's a man, because that falls into the same assumptions of like walking into a place and you see a black man and you just assume that he's gonna be a killer because a lot of black men do killing type of things. You know what I'm saying? People have those weird assumptions about people. And it's like, no, just because I see a man, I don't necessarily think that he's going to be a sucky caregiver or not a sucky caregiver. But I would test him out to see, just like I would test out a woman.
It's stereotypes.
I would definitely.
Some stereotypes are beneficial. Because if I'm going to drop my kid off, I'm definitely going to be like, it's a nigga? Not even that if it's black. It's
but
a man.
Before I drop my kid off, I would have selected the place.
Yeah,
so I
for
would
sure.
know who that is. So I would be comfortable. So they would
Y'all
have
ain't
passed
never
all the
had a
tests.
male teacher?
Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah,
you
I
can
had a
drop
Very
the kid
few.
off.
Very
I've had a
few.
few.
Yeah,
Yeah,
later on.
yeah.
Second grade, I feel like is a good like for a
I-
man.
honestly-
Because you need you need the nurture first. Yeah, you need the nurture first and then the nature later. I feel like guys are good at like handling that like we are good at teaching them different things. It's a balance. You know, like no role is better than the next. But the whole nurturing thing, I do feel like women typically do that portion better. Some.
Typically, just typically.
Yeah, just
you know what I'm
typically. Like, I
saying?
mean, you know,
It's not
like,
all,
we don't
it's not
speak for
every single
all.
one. It's definitely some grutchy, butch-like
I don't know.
bitches out here. You feel me?
I feel like saying that men are not emotional or that women do nurturing better. I feel like that a lot of that is socialized, like you said, like it's conditioned for men to behave that way. I don't think that has to do with inherent, not being emotional. I think a lot of men that I've met and Jackie have been extremely emotional, and I think that y'all can hide and y'all can do whatever y'all want to do to cover it up. But at the end of the day, it's kind of who you are. And I've seen men who are emotional and who are comfortable and in tune with themselves, who are incredible with children. And I would say, and that comparison between women, it really depends who she is and what she got going on.
It's
And
for
I agree.
sure shit ton of emotional ass niggas out here. These niggas can't control their emotions. That'd be the problem.
We were
Blowing up
just
and
talking
shit.
about how y'all fucking act in those situations with the pussy powers.
Yeah, niggas be
Yeah.
a nigga, that double homicide shit, that was all emotion. With the shovel in the snow, them white people, it's pure emotion.
Yeah, for sure. But he did shoot the woman first. I just want to throw that out there. Hey.
So does emotion work in leadership?
I think that emotion can be a powerful, just source of energy, right? Like I think emotion can be beneficial depending on how you direct it. Have you guys ever heard of Gandhi's anger experiment?
I ain't fuck with Gandhi like that.
Okay.
Yeah, same.
You just sound. Well, basically, Gandhi, he was, oh my goodness. So Gandhi was really intelligent. I'm pretty sure, and I'm gonna try to do my best because I don't know how much of this is super accurate, but okay.
Yeah.
He was a lawyer, and he was like an important person. Like he was wealthy, but he had dark skin. He ended up getting on this train trying to go somewhere, and they either told him to get to the back or kicked him off, and he had somewhere to go. And he ended up in this big altercation. Now he can't go anywhere, and he was sitting there, and he was so angry, and he thought he was gonna kill somebody. He was just like, I cannot, y'all got me fucked up. Y'all don't even know, y'all don't know who the fuck I am, and y'all gonna do this because I'm darker, because
Yeah.
every society, darker people. Anyway, so he sat there and he thought about how powerful his anger was, and how if all of his people were able to harness that energy, that anger, and to direct it into something productive, that they would be unstoppable. And that's something that I think we can relate to, like what Gandhi's anger experiment. We talk about angry black women all the time. Like if we get angry enough, you need that shit.
That's deep. That's deep. I still say no.
Okay. Can I ask, just one more question and I'll give it back to you. So just hypothetical scenario. You have to press a button that it like kills one person, or you press a button that kills 100 people. How long would you sit with that decision, and which one would you choose?
I need to know who the person is. This is literally they literally make you do this before you go to med school. Like it's called multiple mini interviews. You have to make these split decisions about things. one of the ways that we're trained to answer is like, it depends on who that person is. If the person is the person who created the vaccine for COVID, and the 100 people are not people who make quote unquote significant contributions, I'm supposed to save the COVID vaccine creator because he's gonna save the rest of the planet. So it really just depends on those situations.
That's deep.
Unfortunately.
Yeah,
That's deep.
I guess it do depend because I say
Your girl
that nigga
proud.
too.
Your girl proud. All right, so it's been a minute since I did one of these, but it's time for the Would You Rather. You feel me? So, would you rather drink a gallon of lukewarm pig's blood
Oh, you lost me.
infested with the Alaskan salmon maggot and crunch up pieces of glass?
Wow, it's gonna kill
So
me
you're
too.
gonna die.
It's gotten deep.
It got kind of deep. Or
So don't die.
Or the choice to have sex with one of two of the most beautiful women in the world and a butch. A bitch is included, 3 bitches total.
Okay.
But each one of them have a horrific STD.
So don't die or get a.
Hold on. There's more. Here are their names, and this is the important part.
Why would this be the important part?
This is the important part because it kind of gets you a clue of what they have, what their package is. The first one is Helen. The other one is Amanda, and the butch bitch is Gretchen. So the first letter of each one of their names is what they got. You feel me? One condom. One condom will be provided, but it's a lifestyle condom, and it expired back in 2006. And if it popped, you're still required to make her come, or him in your case. Or however whatever.
Oh, I thought I was sticking with the women still. But okay.
Well, no. With you is gonna be the guys for sure.
Okay,
You know what I'm saying? So we have Harry, Alan, and Greg. And Greg for you.
So who's the butch in this situation? Like,
Well, you don't have the option for the butch.
Okay.
He has the option for the butch. Yeah. So either one of y'all can go first. Y'all know I'm gonna pick mine. You feel me?
I'm for sure going with the chicks, and I'm slow strokes. I'm do my best not to this condom ain't breaking. Ain't no friction. We go. This condom is not breaking. I'm fucking light this down. Cause you gonna die drinking that other shit, you idiot. It's glass in there.
And maggots, the Alaskan
maggot.
salmon maggot.
yeah, I would agree. That would have to be my semi-professional opinion not to drink that shit. With the and then on the bright side, STDs. We got lots of ways around that. We got vaccines for HPV. We've got antibiotics for most of the most common things, and even HIV. Hopefully, God willing, none of these people have that or that's not the situation, but people are able to live long, healthy lives, even with HIV, based on the things that we've been able to do for them.
So you come in freaky sex.
I'm gonna come in freaky sex.
You come in freaky sex for 100. So which one would y'all pick?
Niggas just said.
No. Like which individual?
Oh, I thought you had to fuck all of them.
No. One. Y'all freaky as hell.
You have to go through.
No. So which one is it gonna be? Helen, Amanda, or Gretch? Big Gretch.
It's Big Gretch.
It's gonna be Big Gretch.
I don't know if you can even clear them other ones up.
That's hilarious.
Big Gretch.
It's Big Gretch.
All right. What about you?
What's the name?
Harry, Alan, or Greg.
I feel like I'm gonna do an Allen.
You coming Alan.
What's up, Allen?
That's the
No,
package.
right. Savage. Well, yeah, I'm definitely coming Gretch. Big Gretch, you feel me? And I'm using a lot of saliva because this motherfucker got a lash. You feel me?
Okay.
Big facts. All right, I seen some shit. It was a chick. She was going on a date, and she had her kid with her. She had to drop her kid off before the date. On the way to dropping the kid off, they stopped to get McDonald's for the kid.
Oh my God, I seen this.
Yeah, and she asked the dude if he wanted anything. He was like, "No, I'm good." They about to go on a date, but he didn't pay for her kids' food.
And she took the pussy off the table.
She didn't give him no. She was like, right then and there, I'm not giving him no pussy because he didn't pay for the kids' McDonald's.
Is he wrong for that? What? No, was she wrong for that? Is he wrong for that? What's your perspective? I also want to know yours as well, Jackie.
I am not necessarily, that's not how I handle things. Like I'm very comfortable. I'm gonna always pay for Levi, but I definitely understand her logic. I don't fault her for her logic. If he wasn't it for her. If he didn't take that initiative, he didn't pay what that is. She knew he wasn't it. He wasn't it. So why she gotta give him the pussy if he not giving her what she need or showing that he's who she wants to be with? I feel like she made her decision.
So you feel like she's justified to? Well, you feel like it was cool for her to make that decision.
Yeah, it's her power.
Oh, would you favor?
What you mean?
If you was in that position, would you feel the same way?
That is just such a funny thing. I mean, I would peep. I think I'm not stupid. I don't know. It just what reasons I would have to fuck him, not fuck him. Maybe I wanted to fuck. Maybe I would. Maybe I wouldn't.
Based on her, it seemed like he would have fucked that night if he would have paid for the McDonald's.
I get that.
So
rewards for good behavior.
If I'm literally taking
I'm not no fucking student.
You get a
gold star me.
It's levels. All right. If a nigga to quote the prophet Kevin Samuels, he said, "Your child, for women dating with children, your child is important to you. The child may not necessarily be important to us."
See, that's deep. What are we dating for?
But see, that's the thing. Who says this is just to fuck? I think if a guy is going in with the purpose of courting a woman with a child, if he's just trying to fuck, he's just having casual sex, who gives a shit about the child? But if I want to be invested into the relationship, then I would invest into the child.
Let me chime in on this one real quick. Where the drink at? Boom. Not pour her the drink so I can focus on it. All right, so let me chime in on this real quick. The bitch was wrong. And she tried to use the power of pussy. Okay. And she yanked it away from him. Because
she's entitled to do. Thank you.
I mean, what she is for sure. She is entitled to decide who she sleeps with. My bad. Can I have a brain fart for 2 seconds? Look, she has the absolute right to take the pussy off the table.
Cool.
But the simple fact that she took the pussy off the table because he didn't buy her child some food is mediocre.
What's mediocre? The situation?
Yeah, the whole situation. Now, I understand if he's fucking her, but it was obvious that he did not get the pussy yet. So, she just dangling. I respect the dude because you know what he chose to do? Flip the board game over. Fuck this Monopoly game. Okay. I ain't playing no games.
His loss. Like, what? I don't care. Like, come on. If he... Nah. What you think, Jackie? I think they asked you too.
Yeah. Right. Jackie drunk as hell. Jackie drunk as hell. Fuck all you niggas.
Yeah, let me grab this motherfucker.
She gonna be the drunk auntie.
Listen, let me tell y'all something. At this time in my life, right? So it just depends on what we're doing. If we just fucking around, yes, I guess who cares about the kid?
That's what I'm saying.
Right? But it just depends on the type of bitch that you're fucking with. Like you were talking about hoes and bitches and stuff like that. You just found out that she wasn't who you thought she was.
She wasn't the hoe.
And she found out he wasn't who she thought.
Yes.
What?
Yes.
What? No.
Yes, because let me
tell
you something. What an inconsiderate ass, dumbass bitch to be sitting here in a place that you're not present, right? So she just made a literal thought where she was like, "Wow, I was gonna fuck him because maybe I thought that we had something else going on. Maybe I thought I was giving him the motherfucking pussy because he had some shit popping. I thought, damn, okay." I'm going to get this motherfucking pussy up, and it's going to be worth it. And then I found out that he was an inconsiderate, not present ass, weak ass, broke. Hold on. A broke ass bitch. Hold on. A broke ass bitch because you're inconsiderate because how are you present in a room and you're not even aware to make decisions to step up to do something. You could even ask. You could have been like, oh, you want me to get this? And I could tell you, no, I got the money. But just the thought of you being present in the room to say, you know what? This is her son, and I see her pay for this motherfucking kid all the motherfucking time. And I know that she don't need it, but I could be present and say, oh, it's just $3 motherfucking dollars. I'm not a broke ass nigga.
McDonald's.
It's McDonald's.
It don't matter what the fuck restaurant we at.
I could just throw motherfucking $3 for her bitch ass kid and call it a motherfucking day just because I'm
glad
here.
You know that's how niggas think. Like, man, this little stupid motherfucker fucking up the plate.
Yes,
Huh,
because
nigga, take this
that's not
Happy
your kid.
Meal.
You may not care.
And he didn't deserve
But
the
he
pussy.
didn't even have the idea for her to even say, no, I got the $3. Don't even trip.
But
Like,
see,
because she could have looked at him.
She
could have looked at him like he was stupid. Like, nah, $3. Like, I don't need to do that. What do you? But he didn't even have the idea, and she was like, damn, he can't even think. He doesn't even have a brain. That's not my type of nigga.
He's not willing to step forward. Because it's also like, what type of nigga do I want to fuck? If we
Wait a minute.
want to talk about soul ties and energy and shit like that. Do
Oh
I
no,
want this
no,
black ass
hell
nigga in
no,
my
hell
body?
no. That's
Do I
going to
want
that
him in my
horoscope
body?
shit.
And he's
Hell
not
no,
willing?
we ain't talking about the soul tie. Look, fuck all that. Fuck
It is
all
what
of
it
that.
is.
If we going out on a motherfucking date and I'm gonna court you anyway, I mean, the least you could do is whip up some damn SpaghettiOs for the little nigga. You know what I'm saying? So now you telling me that before we roll out to go enjoy our night, all right, now we got to stop at Burger King, get him the fucking Impossible Whopper if I'm fucking with you. You know what I'm saying? Hold the mayo. Hold on one second, love. Hold the mayo, all that shit. Drop it back off. Then I'm going to roll with you. And nothing is still guaranteed at the end of the night.
And you're just assuming that you're fucking with one of those type of bitches, because who's to say that she didn't feed her child beforehand and her child was in the car
in this
and was
scenario,
hungry?
what'd you say?
She didn't. He hungry again if you fed him.
Because
You know how
children
work?
I don't know, but all right. I don't know. I'm assuming this.
Why he going on.
I'm assuming in this particular situation, they probably just started talking, maybe, but. I don't know.
Context. It was under the context. They just started kicking it.
He didn't rise to the occasion. He wasn't it. He wasn't the right nigga. He showed his true colors. He didn't get the pussy.
Period.
That's why it's fuck y'all.
Why she couldn't
That's
took care?
why it's fuck y'all.
Period. And we'll take that every time, and y'all niggas not gonna have a pussy every time.
From you.
In his situation.
From
yeah.
you.
You know what?
And it's the pussy that y'all want.
Literally.
Period.
And we talked about
There's a couple billion more y'all
what we
out
wanted
here.
and what we're
Few
looking
billion.
for.
What'd you say?
We were talking about what we wanted and what we're looking for. I want a nigga who's gonna rise to the occasion. I want a nigga who's gonna step up. That's a nigga who would deserve it in this situation.
$3 McDonald's stepped up. I don't know. I'm iffy. I'm
have the
iffy to the whole subject.
I mean, look, that's not the point. Me personally,
if a dude was coming to date you, and I feel like the child should have been already taken care of.
But I also agree.
We can't control
my bad.
when the time is that the child is gonna be. She was, regardless of when, taking care of her child. Mm-hmm. So we're gonna give her that credit.
We'll give her that for
Of
sure.
course.
The motherfucker alive. Yeah, I give her credit. Thank you for sustaining life. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, it's only $3. If I was kicking it with a chick and her little nigga was hungry, whatever the hell, I would have gave the $5. We would have got the little nigga a 4 for 4. I would have had no issue with that. But the simple fact that my man was like, nah, bitch, because I'm not about to be the nigga just taking care of you.
I guess she was tripping and he didn't even offer to pay.
Yeah.
So
It's the offer.
But is that who makes that necessary? Like I say again, if the dude intention was to like court her and be obviously she got a kid, so maybe if he just coming to fuck, I'm just coming to fuck.
Or maybe it sucks for him because he doesn't know how to play the game. He doesn't know how to harness the power. He doesn't understand.
You said it right there.
If I see her and I see her kid and she's getting her kid McDonald's, I want this pussy. You was talking about it's not a guarantee. Well, you lost the fucking game when you didn't offer to pay.
And you know what? He really lost the game when he chose to play it, but he stopped before he went the first round about a Monopoly.
An idiot. He lost.
Fuck this
game. He lost.
Yeah, we can play Uno.
Mm-hmm.
That don't mean the game wasn't fair. That just means that he didn't play well.
He lost over some simple shit. And that's what's funny. It's like y'all mad, but it's like it was a weak ass shit, and y'all still lost the game. It wasn't even like a cheat.
But you gonna take what I
want.
want.
But
you gonna take what I want.
It be easy, and y'all niggas can't do it.
They get so mad because they fail, and they like, come on, y'all didn't try. Did you try?
Did you
Fuck
try?
yeah, I swooped you up.
Are you
I got your
an
number.
idiot?
I gamed you enough to the point where you feel comfortable being in a car with me.
And you fumbled.
And and you fumble. You got there and you
It's
fumble.
like Steve.
And that's okay.
What I'm
you
saying
learn.
is-
People learn their lessons.
I would have paid the $3
No,
because in
for
my head
sure.
I would have definitely thought like shit. That's gonna get me a step closer.
Yeah, I
you know what I'm
would've
saying?
paid it
I
too.
was the
That's
person
how
did
it
it.
works.
That's gonna
But-
get me to razzle dazzle. That's gonna get me to razzle dazzle.
That'll give you the
for
razzle
Oh,
dazzle.
you know, the time you look like, okay, you know, it's nothing. It's nothing,
Yeah.
but it's something. You know, little shit can mean something.
Yeah, no, fuck all that, man. You know what? I'm glad we're in this new age. You know what I'm saying? Where niggas can get bitches just by swiping on the internet now. Because half of y'all ain't even worth the motherfucking games y'all want to play.
How y'all do that? That's sweet.
Tinder, all this
Oh,
Bumble,
oh,
or
oh,
whatever,
okay,
all this.
okay.
You know what I'm saying? Social media, $40, $50. I love this new age. You know what I'm saying?
$40.
Yeah. And that's a
Does
little
it really
pricey,
work?
baby.
Does it really work? That's my question. I can't speak to
What are you
it.
talking about?
Like this $40 in the swipe, then you get the pussy. Is that what you're saying?
I mean, it's typically a little bit more than $40. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm never paying for it like cash over hand, but you know, $90.
Okay.
But all right, so look, I know we on a crunch for time. I know you said you was on a time limit. So, did you have anything you want to plug? Anything you want people to know, follow you on?
Oh
All
yeah.
that.
So on Instagram, I am Muva, like MUVA Morgan, MORGAN MD. So you guys can follow me.
What does MOVA stand for?
It's like Muva, like mother, like
Oh.
I'm a mom. And
Okay.
then Morgan is my last name, MD, because I'm gonna be a doctor.
Whenever I read your name, I be thinking like, is it mother? You know what I'm saying?
People say it differently. Some people say mother, some people say Muva. I say Muva.
Okay. All right. Well, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Well, it's your man's Ride to Dime, baby. Follow your dog at Ride_DA_Dime. Follow the business page at Go Fetch Kennels. All that beautiful shit.
Yes, sir. It's your favorite nephew, Darius. Make sure y'all like and subscribe to YouTube. And as always, everybody's entitled to their opinion, but here at Your Aunties Favorite Nephews, we're entitled not to give a fuck. Not one.